country boy is a singing when the sun goes down. He had all the answers about the way things ought to be. Some folks came to listen, some folks couldn't see that there's pain in his fingers, pain in his heart, trying to make a living, searching for a brand new start. Who needs some money? It don't buy everything. Give everything he owns.
Yeah! Welcome aboard to Keeping Country Strong.
No, Nick Baker was here while you were on your vacation.
That's right. Well, Benzee's back. I don't know if I was on the heading.
I
think you had Nick Baker down as co-host tonight. So Benzee's
well, you
back.
look like
guys.
Nick a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Thanks. I consider that a compliment.
Could have been the wrong heading. Who knows?
We have a special guest tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Cindy Nolte.
You let me come back on?
Yes, #1 best-selling author.
She also
and
was,
it even says it on the cover of her
she
book.
was co-hosting while you were gone,
I know.
too.
She did a great job.
She's funny, too, I tell you.
I'm telling you, I watched the shows. They were great. You know, basketball season was great. I'm glad it's finished and we can get back to
Tell us where you
back to
really
the show.
I thought you'd be tan.
He was in Atlantic City.
I'm telling you, yeah, more tan. Yeah, I wish I was in Florida for the winter. I wish I was a snowbird because with the weather we've had. But no, actually, I was in Fair Oaks most of the time coaching Upward Sports basketball team at the Faith Fellowship Christian Church.
He is a daddy,
So-
and we know that comes first. So that's all that matters.
Practices were from 8 to 9 on Thursday, and it was too far to get down here by showtime, being that we're live for everyone in Port Jervis and Deer Park, New York,
Right.
here in the beautiful city of Port Jervis. So
And
couldn't
I don't
make the
even know where
shows.
Pam went to. I haven't seen her. She broke her leg, and she's been wounded ever since.
Yeah, well, she's healing. She's getting
So I
better.
met Cindy staggering down the road,
Yeah.
and
Pulled me in.
Nick came in. Uh-oh, here comes it. What? You got to turn the mic a little bit.
There we go.
Otherwise, we can't hear her. She muffles when she talks a little bit.
Really?
Talk louder, lady.
We got 100 microphones in here.
Yeah.
Now we got to.
We have to share, though.
Well, we got one out in the middle, but I don't think we did a test tonight like usual.
Well, maybe that was for someone short. That's really low.
That's where we have after Cindy, we have the special guests, the Munchkin gang from the Wizard of Oz.
But-
They're going to be coming in and doing a little
show-
doing a little skit in front
That's
here.
The show rolls on.
Send your complaint letters
anyway.
to Carl Richards, care of
Please
the
do not
TV
address
station.
them to us. Yeah.
The show just rolls on no matter what happens. But yeah, I'm glad you're back
It's the
anyway.
right size anyway.
Well, it's supposed to be closer so we could hear Cindy, but unless somebody wants to crawl on the floor, Carmine, and move that stand up. Oh,
It's such a pleasure also while he's out here having Carmine Pace taking over for.
and he has his own show before ours.
Yeah, and Joe is on for everybody watching live here in Eastern Orange County. Carmine the Crooner Show is on before ours.
Is he looking for his contact?
Live TV.
Live
folks.
TV is the best kind.
Now listen, since you haven't been here, this book here is hit #1.
I know this is great, and I got my own copy.
This
Thank
is
you very
better
much.
than the
Sorry,
Magic
thank you.
Beans.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
It's better than the funny juice, too.
She don't know about the Magic Beans.
Finding Peace in an Out of Control World, a how-to book on being at peace regardless of what life throws your way, by Cindy Nolte. Here it is, #1 best-selling author. That's a great book. How can we get this book?
Actually, Amazon.com,
Ooh,
BarnesandNoble.com, or I wanted to share with you that I have a book signing coming up.
Oh, when is that?
Yeah, that's why she's down here
Yeah, that's
tonight.
why I stopped it.
Okay.
It's actually May 9th, 7:30 to 9:30 at the Patisserie Fauchère in Milford, Pennsylvania. And they can check out my website, Fresh Look on Life, for the details and in case they forget that.
Now, what is a patisserie franchise? Is that a restaurant?
It's actually a pastry shop
Pastry?
that's right
Oh,
in the
good.
middle of,
I know Jerry will be there.
Yeah. We are going to serve
Sound
some
very fancy.
refreshments.
He's like me. He gave up beef. We just eat cupcakes.
No, this is very nice.
Yeah,
We're
so you're gonna
vegetarians.
You're going to be coming for the light refreshments, and hopefully everybody else will be interested in my
Light
book.
refreshment.
And that May 9th would have been my father's 78th birthday.
Oh, so
So,
that's a good
yeah,
omen.
it is.
Yeah.
So
This
he
should
passed
be
away
really
back
good.
in 97, but
I didn't read this book, but you'll read it.
I'm going to read it, yeah. And as Cindy said, it's a great bathroom reading book.
That was supposed to be off camera, but.
I know. But I'll be reading. I'm definitely going to read this book.
Let me
this
see what
weekend.
kind of pictures in it. That's as far as I get.
It does have pictures.
Oh, it
There's
does?
a little something.
Oh, my
for
God,
everybody.
that's X-rated.
No pictures of
No.
myself, but yeah.
And what's the book all about? Give us like a
Yeah.
quick synopsis
I-
without giving it away. We want everyone to go to the book signing, of course.
It actually is just really exactly what it is. What it says. It's a how-to book at being at peace. So I've done small steps in getting you there, reconnecting you with your inner self, and helping individuals to really figure out, despite what happens in their life, how they can remain in a peaceful state through everything.
You need that,
Very
Benz.
nice. Yeah, I'm going to definitely check this out.
Stay
I'm gonna read
peaceful
this.
in your life.
I do not get
Don't stutter
too
when you get
stressed.
into that
I
part.
don't get too stressful. I'm pretty even keeled.
I used to be a priest. Anyway,
You know, and I had to work working in the city for 20 years. You had to have an even keel.
she does Reiki too.
Oh yeah. Dude.
I do Reiki and meditation classes and hypnosis. I'm a hypnosis
Psychic.
instructor.
Psychic.
I actually am a psychic medium. I don't do a lot of that. I do it for my show, for special events more than
Okay.
anything. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
And your website's on there, FreshLookOnLife.com. And you also have a show on the station.
I do,
Right.
Tuesday nights.
Yeah, everybody here. We
Everybody.
about to get Benzee get his own show too now and then.
Yeah, I would love to do that. We'll
I'd like
what
to
we
see you do is a live thing out when you're out in all these things you go to.
Yeah.
So here I am, Benzee.
I could do it. But not. It wouldn't air live here. You mean like tape?
Well, I don't have to. She tapes hers. That ain't live.
Yeah, but you do it in the studio. You're talking about out in
She
the street.
does it in her house.
Oh,
It's
do you?
not at my house.
Well,
No, it's in my
basement or something.
Anything from my office to depends. The Skype.
Carmine comes here and does
Well,
his own.
You don't need that big a space this day and age to put together a studio. You
No,
know,
but we
home
used to have a
studio
guy that
or-
used to do on the road. He would come to all the fairs and all that stuff. Not for my band, but he would come and he'd video the rides, or he'd say, "Here I am at the Orange County Fair," or "Here I am at," and you could do the same
Was
thing.
that
You're
a
on all them
half-hour
trips.
show?
Yeah, whatever you want to make it.
Yeah.
You know, I think you should start filming the sports, the high school sports.
Yeah, like when you go to the Mets thing. Here we are at Mets Stadium with the whole gang on my bus trip.
We're going to the Sands Casino in Outlet Mall Sunday. You're
Yep.
coming along.
Yep.
And that's we could tape that. Carmine the Crooner is actually playing on board.
You wouldn't have enough room for my packages, do you?
no.
Do you have enough room underneath for packages when people are coming out of those outlets?
Oh, I'm telling you, people. This is the big thing now. The Outlet Mall and the Sands is you get a coupon booklet and you're getting 50% off the prices now.
Wow.
On just on the buses coming in. So they're walking. No, they're not walking out with bags of coins. They're walking out with bags of
Oh, them ladies
dresses
buy
and
everything in
shirts
there.
and pants and everything else that they can get.
That's awesome.
So yeah, there's plenty of room. It's a motor coach. There's plenty of room underneath, and you just store everything.
I tried to
underneath.
sell that one little Chinese guy my shoes because
Yeah.
I needed money
Yeah,
after
like
I
you
got
say,
out of there.
the Mets game I could do too because I got
Yeah.
a Cub Scout trip going next Sunday too to see the New York Mets.
You have a lot of great trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do them.
And,
We'll air them here.
Benzee Promotions, Facebook.com/Benzee Promotions. Check them all
And
out.
just stand out there with a microphone.
NASCAR
Or
trip,
the
that's a good one,
cameras
too.
got
We do go to
microphones on them.
Dover. And we might be setting up a New Hampshire NASCAR trip in September
Oh, that's
for a New
cool.
Hampshire race. Yeah, we haven't gone to that one yet. That would be something with the Cub Scouts. They can get the New Hampshire chapters. They're looking to get us a deal on tickets. So
Nice.
if they can set that up, because tickets are very expensive up there, because the place sells out. So we can get a
No
good deal.
Yankee
and
games this year?
Yeah, Yankees. Thursday, July 23rd.
Because I know you do the Yankees.
Yeah,
I like
that's
the
a day
Yankees.
game.
I'm a Yankees
and
fan.
it's cool because it's a 1:00 game, and you're home by dinner time. So we're doing that. And that's I can't your prices. It's a good deal. So motor coach from Orange County, take it to the game. We're on the third base side, promenade. It's up, but you're not all the way up on top. decent.
Well,
level.
Cindy told me is
So.
if I ever get it together, she's gonna put my book together.
Yeah, I have some ideas.
I already have it done. I just got to put it all together.
Yeah, I have definitely some ideas. I just haven't put it on paper yet. For 5 years, people have been telling me I should. So.
It's it's a neat process.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I just need
thinks-
somebody who writes
And
neatly
you're
and
the
can
one
spell.
You're the one to talk to if somebody's interested in putting a book together, right?
You know,
Yes or no?
I don't know that I know everything, but I definitely would share
Yeah.
my knowledge of what I came up with. It ended up being that the book that I was a collaborating author and my own book both came out in January.
Okay.
So I was the #1 best-selling author with that one, and then this one right behind it. So
Wow.
it was a cool experience.
Wow, that's
Well,
really
if I ever get my contact back, because I had a contact for WOR in Manhattan, and he was talking about Mike Warden's book, and I had him on there, and he was on with the amazing Kreskin, if I said it.
Yeah.
He was on that show with him.
That's very neat.
And
I'd love to go on there. Yeah, so
you
New
know.
York, give us a call. Yeah.
well, I got to see who I know.
Our friend Teddy Smith too has a show on one of those stations down there. He's on Facebook.
Well, I was on
Joe.
Joey Reynolds' show.
He'll get you on there.
Joey Reynolds' show, but he isn't on there no more. He's
Yeah,
in
it's not
Florida.
WOR though. It's another station, but it's an AM station.
But we're doing a lot of cool stuff with this. I was thinking we're actually working on getting the audiobook together, but doing several readers getting it together. We're talking about. I'm already scheduling a fundraising event for one of the local high schools
cool.
in October. I like to do a lot of that stuff, and you guys are into that. Too.
Yeah, all the time. Can you do like with the Kindle? Can you download it onto?
I am working on that right now.
Because that's big now too, right?
They couldn't get the format right for me, so it's taken a lot longer than I wanted it to.
I
but
know
we're
a lot
still
of
working on
people
that.
do that. They don't even do the hard copy. Well, I like the hard copy. I like being able to read it, but a lot of people just like having it put right onto their Kindle, and take it and go. But that's a new generation, I guess, right?
I don't have a Kindle, so
I had to work towards that.
Ron don't have no
there's
Kindle
a lot of
either.
exercises in here that I like to write. And I like to hold a book.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing like cuddling under a blanket and holding a book and just reading it.
boy, oh boy, I'm getting old. Cuddling a book under the
That's
blankets.
like on one of the last trips.
My days are
One of the
gone.
last trips, we got one of the guys got the Sunday paper. So we're on a trip. I'm actually looking through the Sunday paper. And one of the young kids goes, "Well, you still read the newspaper?" I'm like, "Yeah. Well, what are you supposed to do?" He says, "Oh, just look at it online." So from I don't know 40 on down or 30 on down, they're not even buying newspapers anymore. People don't even read. I mean, they read, but everything is on a computer.
And they don't write anything on Facebook and all that the way we used to. It's all little abbreviations. When they send you a sentence.
Twitter and all that. Yeah,
sure.
it has to be 120
No, like you say,
letters or less or something
LOL.
like that. Yeah.
There's thousands of them. They know what they mean. I don't have a clue. So they send you like a whole list, and it's supposed to be something. So I write back. I just make it up, and they go, "Yeah, that's right." I'm going, "What'd I say?"
How long did it take you to put the book together?
It actually took me close to 7 years.
Really?
Because it was a work in progress.
It wasn't-
I changed things. I edited again.
Poor Jerry.
Well, when we asked that,
7
people out
years.
there, TV Land got to understand you weren't spending 40 hours
No,
a
this
week.
is a
Oh,
good book,
absolutely
though.
not.
For 7 years, you would just, when something would hit you, right? You would sit
Exactly.
down and do it for a while, a couple hours or whatever.
Or, I mean, I have a full-time job,
Yeah.
so, yeah, it was, and it was also about making it, I like things to look the way I want them to look. So getting it set up and getting people to work with me and making it exactly the way I want
And probably
it
even
to
the
look.
cover probably took a while, right?
The cover, the idea of putting it,
It's funny because I was over in Newburgh today and we're talking about getting ball caps made up for the adults in our Cub Scouts. And the lady that owns the place was on the computer was setting up different, and I had told her how I wanted it, but everything she was coming up with was nice, was actually better than what I was giving her. But I said, I want this, and so we were there probably an hour doing it until it came out perfect. just because I'm like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. And she did it, you know. But now I have to bring back the recommendations. I have to bring back to the committee.
See, instead
And let them vote on
instead
it.
of
That's a
coming
good
to
design.
me-
But I got like 3 different designs.
I get the hats
It
for
takes a long time.
$3 a piece. Now, how much did you have to pay for your hats? If you
Well, we didn't. They're all personalized. We didn't pay anything yet.
What's that? They weren't really $3.
See, I didn't say that.
No, it was okay. Never mind. I have a person that does hats and T-shirts and everything.
Go. I'll tell you what. When you wait a couple hours, go on Facebook, and then Carl will tell you what the price is again on Facebook. Go to Carl Richards on Facebook, and we'll talk about
Well, if you look
hat
up in the
prices
sky,
tonight.
it could be $3 and $5 for T-shirts. I don't know. People paying all that money.
Check out Carl Richards on Facebook.
So
Erwin
all
Benzee
complaints
Benz on
to these
Facebook.
two, yeah.
And you're on
Hey, let's
Facebook
bring
too,
Ron
right?
up
Yeah.
before he can tell us his story about his
Fresh,
broken
what's
arm.
the
And we'll
Facebook
get
page?
Bob.
Fresh
Bob,
Look
go
on
get hooked up, Bob.
Fresh
We're gonna
Look
come
on
to you.
Life /Facebook.
Alright, stay there.
Facebook.com/Fresh Look on Life, and then the website's down there too, FreshLookOnLife.com.
And thanks for helping me host. We had a ball.
Yeah, that was
We
a lot of
did.
fun.
Thanks for having me again.
And Saturday, May 9th, it's a night one, huh? 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. in Milford, Pennsylvania at the Patisserie Franchise.
Well, and then you got to get back to
That wasn't too
WHVW.
bad.
The couple people there want you back, by the
403
way.
Broad
I would
Street,
love to.
Milford. Come on down. Very good. Book signing. All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Thank you
Stay
very
there
much.
for a minute.
Yeah, hang
She
on.
wants to get out of this place. I can't.
What are you gonna-
What kind of guests are we bringing on here? They want to run right the hell out. Listen, we got a guy now. He's the vice president of this crazy station. He's still laughing about it. You introduce him, because I don't know him.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Bob Nicholson. Take it away, Bob.
Thank you. Executive privilege does have its advantage. There's a song called Julia. When I see you running and hiding, don't you know you look so fine? Strange that you're dancing the way that you're flying. You know the things that you do so fine. Ooh, I love the way you smile at me. Your big brown eyes, you're mine. Julia, I love Thank you. This is Julia. Here's another one I wrote called It's All Right. Hey baby, oh baby, won't you talk with me? We can go downtown and have a real good time. We'll go dancing, just dancing all through the night away. And maybe, just maybe, you will laugh with me. Honey, got some money now. We can spend it now and make the dreams come true. And I'll take you, yes, I'll take you with your dancing shoes. And I'll prove to you I'm not the others. 'Cause it's alright, it's okay if you love me now. It's alright, it's okay. Promise to be true, never let you down. 'Cause it's alright. Oh baby, honey, I won't do to you when he promised to, but he never came back. So baby, oh baby, won't you let me through? That I'll be true, and not like I did to you. Oh, honey, I will love you and I'll give to you all my love too, all my love tonight. And I'll show you, yes, I'll show you that I'm not the same. And maybe, just maybe, we can grow old together. 'Cause I love you, and I need you not to survive. 'Cause I love you, gal, and not to survive. 'Cause it's alright, it's okay if you love me now. It's alright, it's okay. Promise to be true. I'll never let you down, 'cause it's alright. Yeah, it's alright, it's okay if you love me now. It's alright, it's okay. Promise to be true, never let you down, 'cause it's alright. Hey, thank you. Now, next song we're going to do is called Radio. Some people say I'm crazy, others say I'm lazy. I'm just trying to get somewhere. radio. Yeah, it's called Stephanie, this one. Used to carry those books home from school. Knowing I'd always be there. Everybody knows you're the one that I love. Don't you know that it's true? Everybody knows that it's true. Don't you know I love you? Used to go there Sunday school, just like lovers do. Kissing and loving the church with me. Don't you know that it's true? Oh, Stephanie, you're the one that I love. Don't you know I love you? With your long blonde hair and your big blue eyes. Everybody knows that it's true. Don't you know I love you? Everybody knows that it's true. I look in your eyes, I realize when I'm open alive. You tell me you want me, tell me you need me, you're not there. I want to believe it when need you, you don't care. I know you would trick me, deceive me, and leave me, but I don't care. Used to carry those books home from school. Knowing I'd always be there. Everybody knows you're the one that I love. Don't you know that it's true? Oh, Stephanie, you're the one that I love. Don't you know I love you? With your long blonde hair and your big blue eyes. Everybody knows that it's true. Don't you know I love you? Everybody knows that it's true. Don't you know I love you? That look in your eyes, I realize when I open your eyes. You tell me you want me and tell me you need me, but you don't care. I want to believe you and need you and need you, you don't care. I know you will trick me, deceive me, and leave me, but I don't care.
Come on over here.
Bob Nicholson.
I would go so far as to say that's the best guitar
go to bobnicholson.com.
Did it.
That's a great guitar.
Well, you didn't have to pull it out, but
Rave reviews
Well, I don't
on that
want to run
guitar.
my battery down.
oh
We gotta
god,
talk about that
my
guitar.
battery's stone dead.
I know.
The website's bobnicholson.com, and Bob's going to come over and talk a little bit about his music.
No, I'm not.
He's
Maybe a little
also
bit about the station.
he's also our VP here.
Yes, Vice President of Access 23. TV broadcaster.
Oh,
of
hi,
yours right
old
here
timer.
in the
Happy
Hudson
New Year.
Valley.
Same to
Beautiful
you,
city.
Merry
of-
Christmas.
It's a new
Fort
year. It's a new year for
You
me.
need some
Happy
Reiki?
New Year.
Do I need some what?
That's what she does, Reiki.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No,
With an,
no.
with an F in it.
You're too old for anything else.
I don't know. You're only as
Reiki's,
pretty as you feel.
You lay on the floor and she beats you with a rake.
Oh, my wife does that all the time.
You go yee yee yee, so it's Reiki.
Yee-hee, yeehaw.
No,
Wasn't that in
There,
Deliverance?
I didn't realize how many people knew what Reiki was. There's thousands of people who know all about it.
Oh, yeah, Bob Marley. I really liked him. He was really good. I listened to all his music.
He hasn't got a clue. Plus, she's psychic and everything else. Maybe we can hypnotize you, Bob.
That's good. I had never met
Just
a person
don't-
that did.
Just don't come back out as this another person that used to be here.
No. Start with an F?
Yeah.
Oh, ends with a Z?
I don't know.
This,
anything.
what's my line?
Who was it?
Whom was
So
it?
what the heck have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, besides of my presidential duties up here, I'm also a slave in West Milford to a TV station
Right.
that we're trying to launch. We just started launching, and it's getting there. It's getting there. Right now, I've been bogged down with editing, filming council meetings, more council meetings, Board of Education meetings, department head meetings, department meetings.
That's why we
planning board
split everything
meetings.
up here, because I know what you're talking about with that stuff.
I know, absolutely.
But if you ever have time, listen, why can't you give her an interview on her book? That ain't no big deal.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, it is a big deal. I can't even put my show on my show. Go figure that out.
That's how it started here. It was like a war zone.
Yeah, we call it the Mirror Mirror Shows. You see, now I'll never be able to put the show because I just said a bad thing, the Mirror Mirror Show.
Right. We
but,
could edit you out. Anyway,
Anyway, I've been doing that. And something more positive, I'm on the New Jersey Film Commission.
oh,
We're
great.
doing that. We just had our, going to have our festival April 25th, giving out the Costello Awards at the Fabian Theater in Patterson. And that's going to be really good. Look forward to that. A lot of young talent and a lot of movies we had to disqualify. It seems that times have changed for us old farts. Everything's about murder, killing, and more murder.
Yeah.
Every independent film that we've gotten, 90% of them have to deal with death, shooting, and more shooting.
Right.
I don't understand it, but
Well, the video games the kids have today are like that too.
really,
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's how clueless I am. about video
I've
games.
been known to take some of them away from my grandkids. I can't. Shooting people
I write
and
music
stuff.
for video games, but I stopped because Microsoft only gives you a $500 payout with no more rights. So I decided now. You take a million seller like what was that one about the car thieves?
I don't know.
There was a video game.
Yeah,
It was really popular.
yeah, I know what that one is.
Sold
Yeah.
millions and millions of copies, and the writer only got $500 for his efforts.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I don't like talking about people getting
So
shot and
life
everything.
life has been good, and life has been bad because I think I mentioned to you before we talked off the air, people are no longer with us that are with us,
Yes.
and it's,
Lots of people have been passed. This year is terrible.
it's been a horrible year. Not notoriety people, but people that I grew up with, and it's almost come full circle. Whereas when I was 18, they were all dying in the war, all my friends. And now, 50 years later, they're dying of old age.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And you don't even hear about it until 3 years from now. Hey, how was
Yeah.
Joe? He's been gone for 3 years.
When we go to our high school reunion, it's like you can count on your two hands how many people are still alive. Although,
They were from back in the buckboard days. That's why there's not many left.
No, it was not. Interesting, in the community by us, 100-year-old guy axed his wife.
Oh,
His
Boy,
86-year-old
boy.
wife. 100 years old, he axed her. And he wasn't asking her, he axed her. You know,
how
David
many
Crockett.
years could he get?
He didn't get any. He killed himself.
Did he?
Yeah, he killed
At the
himself with a
same
knife.
time, or-
Yeah, it was murder-suicide.
Wow.
I mean, I could think of better ways to...
Well, I know Jerry here. He's got an axe in the back.
That's a hell of a way to go. You
Yeah,
last
yeah.
till 100,
100 years
and then
old.
you're gonna pull, and then you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just
Oh,
astounded by
he
seeing...
finally
Jersey,
snapped.
Jersey, West
It was in
Milford?
Jersey, was it? Elmwood Park or somewhere?
wow.
Oh, that's down the
Park,
line from
that's
West
down
Mulver.
further.
Yeah.
That's Bergen County.
Bergen County.
Well, it's still...
That's down the
It's
line.
all
That's
right,
down the
it's
line.
Jersey. That's Jersey. It happens.
It used to
What are
be
you gonna
West
I'm from New
Patterson.
Jersey.
Oh.
It used to be West
You thought it was
Patterson.
the
No, that was
do? My wife's from
Woodland
Jersey,
Park.
too, so.
Woodland Park didn't want to be associated with Patterson, so they changed their name. Because it used to
Right.
be West
Well, Lincoln
Patterson.
Park and Wayne and all them didn't want to be associated with West Milford and Newfoundland because it's like a different area.
It is.
Newfoundland was always the hillbillies, which I fit right in there. And believe this, now I met a guy at the gig the other night who's filthy rich. I don't know how they got rich, but there's ways he did. And
Oh, yeah.
he's
Well, there's
gonna
ways to get
he's
rich.
gonna throw a giant pig roast for 500 people from our town. I don't know where he's gonna find them all, but and he's gonna have a giant pig roast with our band playing at it. All
West
people from
Milford?
Newfoundland.
You're
Yeah.
gonna let everybody
That's
out of the
nice.
county jail for the day, or
nice.
what?
No.
Town will never give them a permit. They'll have to. Oh man,
Oh,
it'll
does
take them
anybody
5
get that?
years to get a permit.
I did.
Listen, Bob.
He
You're,
said you didn't know where you're gonna find them all.
well, I mean, so many of them's passed away. I mean,
Well,
Yeah,
that's
well,
the sad part, really.
But Bob, you got to realize something about politics. There's politics, and then there's backroom politics.
Yeah, but all your friends have passed on.
No, there's still people. There's still people that's got their hand in control in certain places. I don't want to say nothing because I know a lot of
So
them.
we
everybody.
hear that you're gonna be playing a pig roast this summer,
Oh yeah, I am doing a pig roast this summer. Yeah.
and for 500. That's a big crowd.
The pig is just
I
barbecue.
mean, like
Oh,
some-
that there. Yeah, they're gonna have.
They're gonna have it set up.
He never. All of our lives, I used to work for his dad and delivered food from his store, and he's never heard my band, and he went berserk. He liked the band so much.
You had a couple special guests your last gig, right? Farmer Phil.
Oh yeah, Farmer Phil came
pretty
up,
popular.
and Al was playing, and a bunch of different people. Yeah, and then the young kid from Newfoundland got up and sang a few songs
He
too.
was on our show last week.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
It
good.
was very good.
Jack.
When's your next gig?
Oh, someday.
Someday.
I think
Sunday?
I think it's the 29th or something. At the Elks Club in Monticello, New York.
All
We're
right.
coming up there.
Monticello, Sullivan County.
But
That sounds
we have a ton of gigs. And by the way, for all you friends of Brian, we are going to do his daughter, and then we're going to do some kind of a memorial thing for him. We'll pass it on to everybody as soon as we
Yes.
get the date. So come on out, and we're going to, maybe if she wants to, we're going to raffle some of his guitars off to make some money to help
Oh,
pay
that'd be
for
good.
some stuff.
Yeah, that would be
So,
very nice.
and
I can't buy no more guitars.
And he had quite a collection, right?
well, no, he had a couple guitars,
Yeah.
Fender, and
Yeah, well.
one of them
More
flat
than-
tops by I can't think of his name. You know the guy who was selling them on TV with the big black hat.
Esteban?
Esteban,
Oh,
yeah.
Esteban.
He's got the one
pretty
that he
popular.
sold was like because you can get different. It was the top shelf one, and he has that one.
When he was selling them on TV, and he'd sell them with the book too.
Guaranteed to play
Show-
guitar.
yeah,
and
guaranteed to
3
play guitar,
lessons,
yeah.
you know?
You
can
got
do-
the
I don't know
guitar
if
with
I
it?
never
mean,
tried it,
what-
but-
what does
No,
that
you
mean?
got the book was supposed to be able to teach you how to.
This
play the
one
guitar.
here is
I don't-
dark blue and it's got all star sparkles
if it
all
worked or
through it.
not.
It's a beautiful guitar. He traded me. I had it and I traded to him for a Fender electric. So now and then I can break strings on it.
Elvis had a sparkle guitar too.
Yeah. Somebody's got it yet. Probably in a
know who does.
museum. Huh?
I know where it is.
I don't know. That
I
guitar
know
you
where-
have is
yeah.
really nice.
Well,
That's
thank you.
uh,
That's one of my babies, children.
Tell us about that
hear it
guitar.
whistling
'cause,
at us.
Everybody's been admiring that guitar tonight.
It's a
What's it all
Taylor.
about? Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
And amazingly, it's an entry level 12 string. What is most amazing, when they say entry level, it's cheap, but by compared to other guitars, I think the retail was $9.99, but I didn't pay that, but it's still, I think it's an incredible value. I don't know how they do it.
They were really big back when a lot of them different songs. If I Had a Hammer and all them, all them folk singers used to have a lot of 12-string guitars.
Yeah, I was always a 12-string. I have an electric 12-string and I play in the electric band. That I do that. Because 12 strings have a lot of energy. People don't realize it. Pete Townsend used to play a 12-string Rickenbacker. With the Sound City cabinets. And I'll tell you, there's nothing when you're in rock and roll when you do a 12-string with,
Roger McGuinn.
The Who coming back out on tour.
Yes, they are.
50th anniversary tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got a wheel
Pete
now?
Townsend,
Or?
Let My Love Open the Door.
The Rolling
1979.
Stones
I
are
love
going
that
on
song.
tour this
But
year.
that was a solo song he did.
I don't feel too bad. They're going to wheel all them guys out.
Yeah.
They look
There's a lot of.
awful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They are.
They're
They do.
talented.
There's a lot of groups that are wheeling
That
out.
shows
this
you the
summer.
state
A lot
of
old-time
music, how
groups.
bad it is. When you
Well,
have to
yeah,
have your
music-
great-grandfather sell out shows, and when these young kids can't fill up a
Rolling
club.
Stones.
Yeah,
Rolling
that's right.
Stones is #1 for concert sellouts in the United States, right till today.
Paul
Some of
McCartney
those
is touring.
classics are better than today's, though.
Well, I think me personally, I think the whole world's looking for something. They're searching for somebody.
Well, they're
Like
searching in the
another
wrong
Beatle,
places.
another Elvis, another
They're
somebody like
searching on
that.
American Idol, on The Voice.
Well, they're
on,
trying to make it happen.
all
Is
these-
what's the problem? Is you can't manufacture art.
That's what they're trying to do.
Right. That's exactly what, and it falls short because once somebody is on, they become lost in the rest of the world because they don't sustain it. Because most of these singers that you see on America's Got Talent or whatever it is, they're not the songwriters. They are just singers.
Right.
And the part of being an entertainer, you look in the country like Garth Brooks, and I can't think of some other guys, but you know who they are.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw. They write their material. And that's what sustains these artists. That's what sustained the Beatles. That's what in the Rolling Stones, Neil Young, and all that.
No, them ones on American Idol and them, they give them the songs to sing.
Yeah.
And not
That's
only
correct.
It
that,
only lasts a couple of years, and then it's on to the next.
the top
next
10
act they're
has to
bringing in,
sign with Simon. He owns their contract.
Oh.
So if they go to something bigger, he gets a big kick out of that. It's,
Yeah,
it's,
they got to sign. They
okay.
sign their life away pretty
Yeah.
much.
But it's just it's
couple of
tough,
years.
the music business, because what few record labels are left, it's a me copy when they got, let's say, a Jonas Brothers band. When they became popular, you saw 100 Jonas Brothers sound-alikes.
That's right.
When
no, yeah, that's the way it always is.
they do that, and it works for the 5 minutes. But then the other problem is I think the big problem is downloading, because why do you want to buy a CD and spend $19 for a CD for 2 good songs, when you can just download it for 99 cents
That's
to
right.
one song you really like?
Yeah, that's killed the record business for
Well, what's
sure.
the top album sell for?
I
CD
would-
sell for? I mean, you could 100,000 copies. That's big now, right?
Yeah, there's very
Yeah,
few
so-
gold ones
yeah.
certified. But do you blame if you have discretionary income, how many CDs you can buy? You can't buy $20, $30 of
That's right.
CDs. You can only buy a few. And like I said, when we grew up, you had an album that had pretty much 10 tracks. 8 of them were really good. Now it's the other way around. Out of 10 tracks, 2 are good, and the rest are
Rest of throw-ins.
right. Michael Jackson was one of the, different. He always had some good music. His albums was, you may not like his music, but the music that he had, there was all good songs.
Well, the thing with him is he put on a good show. His show followed his music.
There's no doubt
just,
about it.
just like
Thriller.
Elvis and everybody
Thriller
else.
Well,
album
that-
had like 4 or 5.
That's
#1
what you
hits.
say about Elvis. When Elvis was doing his
Thriller, yeah,
albums,
he's talented. Look,
after
he's
he got
he's
out of the
there, but
service,
he's
they were all
talented.
filler tracks. He would have the one-hit song, and the rest of the album that.
Oh yeah,
Elvis
well that
was-
was because Colonel Parker wanted him to sing all them corny
Oh, they were horrible.
movie songs. It was awful.
Oh man, the wolves would be howling and the dogs, I mean, it was such a great talent. It was a shame that he was manipulated by, such
But,
a
and you notice
self-serving
in his
purpose.
live concerts though, he didn't do hardly any of them
He
songs.
didn't do nothing of those songs.
No.
He did, it was just, but
But his live show was better than his record. And if you look at stars like that,
yeah.
who are better than their record, they have longevity.
Well, a lot of them, even the Grateful Dead. Or the
Yeah.
Allman Brothers. You get a lot of these jam bands that do incredible live shows, but they can't give away records. There's a Government Mule. They're a great band too. And there's a lot of good bands. Wilco is another band. A lot of the alternative bands. Some of
At
the
this
other
point, they make more money in their concerts than they do. Toby Keith gets $450,000 a concert.
Well, that's why these old time acts, Styx, Foreigner,
Yes.
Journey, they go out on tour because they're not selling CDs and they got to make the money somehow. So they're touring
Right,
constantly.
because they don't get record royalties.
Yeah.
Nobody buys the records.
Constantly.
Well, listen
going back
now.
out there.
Listen, we brought Bob here to yodel tonight. I mean,
I'm gonna yodel.
oh, she yodels.
Oh,
No.
my
Oh,
God.
you yodel?
I do not.
He's got me cleaning the floors. He's got.
Yeah, you got to do it all,
Yodel.
baby.
Oh yeah. Yodel. Yeah, I can yodel. You got a yodel to eat?
I can yodel, but I don't want to.
I don't want either.
But,
Yeah. But it's been good. That's a good book. I was watching you. I mean, I look forward to having more success and don't you rake me.
It's not rake, it's Reiki.
Don't you Reiki me, man.
Now, I got corrected 2,000 times for that.
2000, 2001.
But I think that's great to write a book. I've always had that passion to do it because I did in college. One of my many majors, was writing, and I love to write, but I never could type. I'm getting there.
Well, I don't spell good. That's why she's taking a risk, gonna put mine together. All right, we got like 8 minutes left. The old whistle's blowing over there.
Oh,
And so what we want to do is get you up to sing.
oh,
One more time about your book signing. When is this?
Saturday, May 9th at the Patisserie Frochère, Milford, Pennsylvania.
say that 3
7:30 to
times and you get a free book, right?
And Mother's Day this year is on the 10th, which is
That's right.
my wife's birthday.
Oh,
Oh, that's
happy
great.
early birthday.
Every
to
so many
Lois.
years it falls on her birthday, on the
Yeah,
10th.
that's every 6-7 years, right?
Right? Yeah.
All right, so I guess I have to go do another song, huh?
Yeah. Well, probably a couple. We'll let you know as we go
got
over
8
and enjoy the
minutes.
donuts and
Okay.
all the stuff.
All right,
And
let me pull it back.
right.
go ahead, go over there and find
Go
something.
over there.
Cindy's book is Finding Peace in an Out-of-Control World, a how-to book on being at peace regardless of what life throws your way. Cindy
I was
Nolte,
surprised
number
with
one best-selling
surprised
author
with
right
this
here.
book because I thought she was going to do something about being psychic or something else.
This is, no,
It's not about that.
no, it's not. And it's on Amazon. Where else is it? We can get it.
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or come out and
Come to the book signing.
Yeah.
Come
Saturday,
meet her.
May 9th, folks.
She's crazy as a bed bug, but she writes really good.
I'm going to read
No,
this
she-
book.
she's very
this weekend.
serious
I'll give
about-
everybody an update on next week's show. All right.
book report.
I'll have it done by then. Oh,
You
I give
ready?
a book report. I did it in high
Come on, introduce him here. I know you
One more time. He's going to take us out tonight. Thank you, Cindy Nolte, for being our special guest.
I'm
And
gonna take
to
you out.
Bob Nicholson is going to take us out. Take it away, baby.
Benzee bar.
Another day you wasn't high, then tell me what it was. I ask you everything, but can you not give me the answer right? The sun is shining and I cannot go away. I want to tell you it's right. The leaves are blowing through the air and falling to the ground. It wasn't something I said. Or was it you wanted was to die, to leave no more. So long, goodbye, I quit. No more, that's it, I quit. Goodbye, so long, I quit. Goodbye, so long, that's it. That's one, taken out. Thank you. I'm going to wind it out with 20 years. Years ago today seems like yesterday.